It is so easy to let yourself down. It is so easy to let yourself down and be like, oh, I'm just gonna give myself a break today. I'm not gonna take the action. And then that one day turns into 2 days, turns into 2 weeks, and then a month. And then before you know it, it's January of 2025. We are not giving up yet, okay? I know there's only 6 months left of the year, and you're probably looking at all of the goals you set for yourself in January. You're looking at your vision board and you're like, I am not on track of actually reaching my goals, but I really still want to. So if you're in that boat and you're looking at your goals and you're like, okay, I really want to still achieve them, but I'm not sure exactly if I'll be able to. I'm not on track. I'm kind of like stuck in a rut, and I kind of feel a little overwhelmed because I still have so many goals I need to achieve. You clicked on the right video because we're going to go through the 5 things to do today in order for you to actually reach those goals. Because right now I'm recording this, it's July 3rd, and we're halfway through the year, okay? We have gone through January, February, March, April, May, June, and we are in July. And I am not leaving you behind, okay? I am not going to let you just fall off track, not reach your goals, wait until January 2025 to do them, okay? So before we get into it, my name is Sabah Lee. This channel is all about helping you build the most unforgettable life by being your own boss and make your own money so you can actually live life, because that is what life is about. Now, before we get into the steps, if you're like me, you created a vision board. Now, I have my vision board right over here, and honestly, step number 0, I didn't even have this as like a step, but step number 0 is looking at your vision board and looking at your goals. I really want you guys to take in all of the goals that you set for yourself and realize it is still possible for you to reach them. You have more than enough time to do it, because 6 months, you could get a lot done in 6 months. And I talk about this a lot, where sometimes people think they need, like, once again, a whole year to reach their goals. But in reality, a lot of the things that you probably wrote down for yourself, it's either like a money goal, it might be a physical goal, it might be a relationship goal. Like, you don't need all of the time in the world to actually do it. You just need structure. You need discipline. You need a little bit of action. And most importantly, you need belief that that goal is actually going to manifest for you in the last 6 months of the year. Okay, so that is the first step. Step number 0 is take a look at your goals and realize it is still possible for you. Because I don't even want you to watch the rest of this video if you think that, like, oh, I don't even believe it's possible. Like, I'm going to try and see if it works. Like, no, there is no trying over here. I want you guys to do it. It's either you do it or you don't, right? You go all in or you're like half out. Like, we're not like stepping 1 foot in and stepping 1 foot out. Okay, this video is all about like making sure you actually reach those goals, and these steps are gonna allow you to do it. Okay, so make sure, take a look at your goals, be fully committed, believe that you can actually do it, because I know you can. Now, after you do that, step number 1 is actually reflecting on the first half of the year. One of the reasons why you either haven't reached your goal yet, or you feel behind, you feel stuck in a rut, is because something happened the first half of the year that's holding you back from actually reaching those goals. Now, for some of you, it might be your habits, right? I want you to reflect on and ask yourself, like, what am I not so proud of that maybe I did the first half of the year that didn't align me with the goals that I wanted to reach, right? Maybe you still continued on with your bad habits. Maybe you didn't take any action. Maybe you're just stuck in fear, right? Maybe you're hanging out with your friends way too much and they're not goal driven, right? Maybe you're in an environment that's not actually helping you reach those goals. So I want you to reflect and really look at the first half of the year and see, like, what are things that you did that didn't basically set you up to actually reach your goal. Now, as you're still doing this, I also want you to reflect on and take a look at what are things that you just absolutely love doing the first half of the year, things that you're proud about, goals that you actually did reach. Because one thing I always say is, if you can bring more awareness to all of the successes, all the goals, all the milestones that you did actually reach, it basically duplicates, right? It's like if you bring gratitude to something, you get more of that. So I don't want you to just take a look at everything that like didn't go your way or things that didn't go well. I want you to take a look at of all the things that did also go well. Now, some of you might be on track with your goals, right? Maybe you clicked on this video because you're like, ooh, I need a little bit more energy, momentum, motivation to make sure I reach my goals. And if that's you, that's great. Like, still reflect on the first half of the year and be like, okay, I'm doing really well when it comes to reaching my goals. I'm staying on top of them. I'm taking the action. I have the momentum going. But now it's maybe about just like doubling down on the actions you're taking. Maybe it's shifting your beliefs even more and being more certain about the actions you're taking, right? Maybe the first half of the year you took like a few actions here and there, but like fear kind of stepped in and maybe you weren't as consistent as you wished you were, right? So that's where you want to do the reflections and you want to take a look at what are things, once again, that you want to kind of just like not do. You want to let go of those habits and things that you were really proud of. Now, after we did that step, now you know exactly the habits that you don't want to keep the second half of the year because we are not bringing them along for you to actually reach your goals. Okay, so step number 2 after you do reflection is adjusting your goal. Now, hear me out, okay? Hear me out because I know some of you guys are gonna be like, I am not changing my goal. I know for a flying fact that I am going to reach that. And if that's you, amazing. I don't want you to adjust your goal because you have full belief it's actually going to happen. However, if you set extremely big goals this year and you're taking a look at your goals, you're taking a look at your vision board and you're like, I honestly don't even see how it's possible at all whatsoever for me to reach that goal, I want you to adjust it because there's no good in you having such a big audacious goal when you don't even believe in it. It doesn't even matter how many actions you take towards it. You're not going to reach that goal if you don't believe you actually can. So I want you to adjust your goals. If you think that goal is just like too scary, too big, you're just going to be stuck in a state of fear and inaction when you think about that goal. So adjust it, right? Maybe your goal for this year was to make $100,000 and you've only made like $5,000 or like $10,000, right? If you're like, I don't even see like how that's possible, even though it absolutely is possible. But if you don't feel that goal is just no longer aligned with you, it doesn't excite you because it just kind of scares you way, way, way too much. Maybe you want to adjust that goal to make like half of that, like 50,000 or like 60,000 or something, right? Or maybe you set the goal of losing 50 pounds and you're like, oh, that just like, I don't know, that just doesn't feel good. I feel like I'm going to be pushing too hard. It's not going to feel great. Maybe you're going to set the goal of losing like 30 pounds, right? So whatever that is for you, take a look at it, see how you feel when you think about that goal, when you visually look at that goal, if you have it written on your vision board or like a picture of it. And if it doesn't feel good in terms of like, it doesn't excite you to a point where you just know for a fact you're gonna take action, you're gonna reach that goal, I want you to adjust it because once again, it does no good to have a goal that just scares you, keeps you still, is kind of keeping you in that like frozen state because then you're just not going to take action towards it at all whatsoever. Now, after you do step number 2, which is adjusting your goal, the third step you want to do, which is by far one of my favorite things I love to do that makes sure I always achieve my goals, is create bite-sized goals. Okay, bite-sized goals. Now, this is basically creating smaller goals within your big goals that will keep you on the pace of actually reaching your big milestone. Now, I know for a lot of you guys, you have a money goal, whether that's making $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month. I know like the majority of you want to have a 6-figure income. So let's just go with like $10,000 a month. So if your goal is to reach that like $10,000 a month mark sometime the second half of the year, maybe you don't want to start off with that $10,000 goal for July. Maybe you want to start off with hitting $3,000 if you've never even made $3,000 in a month. And I love to set goals, like bite-sized goals that way, because you can actually kind of reverse engineer them to see how many like sales do you need to make in order to reach that number? How many posts do you need to make in order to reach that number? How many times do you need to sell or do a free masterclass? Or what products do you need to actually focus on to reach that goal? Like, it's much easier to reach a smaller goal within your big goal and basically compound that as well. Because one thing I love to talk about too is you are going to gain more confidence of you actually reaching that big goal if you can see yourself reaching smaller milestones. So if you see yourself making, oh, you hit that 3,000 month goal and then you're going to jump to 5,000. You hit that 5,000 month goal, then you're going to jump to like 7,000. Right from there, maybe you jump immediately to 10,000 because you saw the buildup of 3 to 5 to 7 to 10. Okay, so whether that's once again a money goal, it might be a fitness goal, it might be a goal with like your relationship, whatever that is for you, create bite-sized goals. And you can do this. What I recommend doing is creating a bite-sized goal for every single month. So July, August, September, October, November, December, every single month for the second half of the year. And then if you want to go even more bite-sized, which I also love to do, is create weekly goals. So in July, what is your weekly goal that you're going to be doing that's going to reach you to the goal that you set for July? And this might be it. You want to be posting 5 times a week in order for you to actually attract clients. Maybe you're very inconsistent when it comes to posting. So your weekly goal is posting 5 times and having a call to action to actually sell your offer. Okay, so take a look at what are the actions you need to do and then set yourself up by creating bite-sized goals on a weekly and a monthly basis up until 2025. Now, the fourth thing that you want to do, which is going to help you stay in this like momentum, stay in this like feeling good, energetic state for you to actually reach your goals, is mindset non-negotiables. Now, what a non-negotiable is basically a thing that you're doing every single day, no matter what happens in your day, right? Like you're doing this action no matter what. Now, the reason why I want you guys to set mindset non-negotiables is because, once again, one of the biggest reasons why people don't reach their goals, they're inconsistent, they don't take action, is because their mindset is in a state of lack or fear or doubt or scarcity or like overwhelm, right? Like any of those, your mind is just not in the feeling good state of you actually reaching those goals. So I want you to set at least one mindset non-negotiable that you're going to be doing every single day to stay in this feeling good state. Now, this could be meditating every morning. This could be visualizing before you go to bed. This can be journaling out your thoughts. This could even be listening to a podcast show that's going to help you get in that good feeling energetic state. Now, I like to do, like, honestly, I have a full morning routine that helps me get into that state of like feeling good, of manifesting, of reaching my goals, but like at least one non-negotiable, if not like 3 non-negotiables. And if you do 3, it could be like 1 in the morning and it can be like 2 at night, or like 2 in the morning and 1 in the evening, because once again, we want to start off the day in a really good state and a really good energy, so we actually have like the energy, the mental capacity to actually take the action towards the goal. But also we want to have a good mindset about the action we're taking. If you're taking action with the thought of, oh, it's not even going to work, might as well not even take that action, because it's not going to work, right? One thing I always say is it's not even about the action you're taking, it's about the belief behind the action. If you believe the action you're taking is going to work, it's actually going to work. Okay. So that's why we want to do in the morning. And then right before we go to bed, we also want to do something to keep ourselves in that like good state. So when we do go to sleep, we wake up also feeling good. And at night, one thing I love to do is listen to affirmations, because that just helps me like go to sleep. But also your subconscious mind is on all of the time, even when you are sleeping. When you're sleeping, your conscious mind turns off and your subconscious is always on. So if you're listening to a sleep track or affirmations, it is basically reprogramming your subconscious mind. So after you create your non-negotiables for you to reach your goals this year, the last and final step number 5, is finding an accountability partner. Okay. Now, accountability partner is so crucial in this, because it is so easy to let yourself down. It is so easy to let yourself down and be like, oh, I'm just going to give myself a break today. I'm not going to take the action. And then that one day turns into 2 days, turns into 2 weeks, and then a month. And then before you know it, it's January of 2025. So we're not going to do that. Okay. I want you to choose somebody that you're either close to, they have the same type of mindset as you, they're also goal driven, or honestly, if you don't have anybody that you can like kind of rely on, they're also on the same path as you are, join an online community, okay? Because when you have somebody who's on the same path as you, and when I say on the same path, they're also very goal driven, they're working towards their milestones, they have the same type of mindset as you are, you guys feed off of each other's energy. They push you, you push them. Okay, so it's no longer about, okay, I'm doing this by myself and I can let myself down, but it's like, if you have a connection with somebody else and they're keeping you accountable, you don't want to let somebody else down. It doesn't feel good to let other people down, right? So that is why finding an accountability partner is so important. Now, also, it's about joining and being a part of community. If you don't have someone like in person that you're friends with, or even a family member that can hold you accountable. And that's one of the reasons why I created Monetize Social Membership, because every single person in that community, they have their goals, right? They're working towards them. They ask for support. They're talking to everybody every single day, and that keeps them in that feeling good state. And of course, I'm recording this July 3rd. I'm probably going to be posting this in the next few days, but for the month of July, we have Jump in July in Monetize Social Membership. So every single month we have a new theme, and for this month, it's literally all about taking relentless action towards your goal. So I'm providing you guys with like a daily tracker, with like a jump vault of daily actions you're taking towards your goals, and then just like a good dandy time. Okay, so if you guys want to be a part of that community, you want to join, you want to find your accountability inside of there, you can join it in the link in the description. And one thing I love doing with accountability partners is you don't have to talk to them every single day, but have a weekly check-in, whether it's on Fridays or whether it's on Sundays or even like midway through the week, just to see if you are on track and you're in progress with the goals that you're actually making. So if you're falling off or you're behind or you're not necessarily on track, they can take a look at it and see, where are you falling off, right? Maybe you're not staying consistent with your actions, or maybe you're not staying consistent with your non-negotiables when it comes to mindset, right? Maybe you are taking the action, but like on the call, you're just like this. You're like, okay, I'm doing it, but it's like not necessarily working, right? So that is why your accountability partner is there to really help you, guide you, and get you back on track. But that is all, guys. This is honestly everything you need to achieve your goals the second half of the year. Okay, and what I start off with this video by saying is you don't need 12 months to reach your goals. Like, you really don't. You can reach all of your goals in 3 months if you wanted to, right? It's all about the belief behind, once again, the action that you are taking. So I want all of you guys to comment below and claim and let me know, what goal are you striving toward, and what goal are you reaching the second half of the year? Okay, I want to see all of your guys' comments, because it always just like lights up my day to see what you guys are working on. And then it also inspires me to create even more videos on the things that you're working towards, so I can keep guiding you guys in creating your unforgettable life. So as always, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are on the journey of reaching 100,000 subscribers, so join the family, okay? Especially if you want to change your life, you want to make so much more money, but most importantly, you want to feel happy and you actually want to live life. That is why I created this YouTube channel, is because I remember being in a state of never reaching my goals, never making money, just feeling so bad about myself. And I remember telling myself, if I learned how to change my life, how to make more money, I will dedicate my entire life of helping everybody else. And that is what we're doing on this channel. So if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button. So that's all for today. I love you guys so much. And until next time, make sure that you stay unforgettable.